Hey everybody, HondaPro Jason here at the Detroit Auto Show at the Acura booth, looking at the new RDX prototype unveiled to the world today. This bad boy is powered by a 2-liter turbocharged engine. You guessed it, very similar to what's in the Type R and the Accord. Power is going to be just over where the Accord is and probably a little under where the Type R is, but they have not announced it yet. Of course, super handling, all-wheel drive. The tech inside is amazing. We're going to get to that in 1 second. I do want to talk about the stereo. The stereo is their newest stereo with a 3D surround sound speakers, which means there are speakers in the headliner. There are actually speakers above the driver, the passenger, and the rear people's heads. These are awesome. I heard it sounds magnificent. As you guys can see, it's all new styling. It looks totally cool. And what I really want to show you guys is what's inside, because this new touchpad interface is unbelievably cool. So walking you inside real quick here through the rear, tons of room. And now let's get into this touchpad interface because it is super slick. So now inside the concept RDX, we're gonna get a full demonstration of what this system can do. Ross, hit it, let's see what you got.
Cool. Yeah, today we're gonna show you the Acura True Touchpad. It's the new interface. Again, touch screens, they're intuitive, but in the driving environment, they sometimes struggle a little for distraction because the display is not in your line of sight. Remote input devices are good for that, but traditionally they're not so easy to use. So we've taken the usability of a touchscreen and combined it with a remote input device. So the display now is closer to the road, but the touchpad is now in your comfortable reach zone. And imagine the screen is completely mirrored on top of this touchpad. So if you want to touch the top left corner of the touchpad, it highlights the button in the top left corner of the screen. The bottom right corner is the bottom right corner. So no matter where you go, whether you pick up your finger or move your finger across, it's always in the same location, just like a touchscreen.
That's cool.
And then you highlight the one you want, and you physically push to select, just the same as a touch or a physical switch, which is much better suited for the driving environment.
And this right next to it, does that scroll up and down?
Yeah, correct. So the screen is laid out with 2 zones, and this is exactly how the touchpad is. So the far right side of the touchpad is the far right side of the screen. And right now we have the audio off, but you can change and sort through your different cards.
You can also flip the screens, right?
Correct. So if you wanted to open your USB audio app, you can just highlight it on that touchpad. Automatically brings that over.
Okay.
Turn down the volume here. And so now you have dual content going at the same time. So you can have your audio and your navigation. If you wanted to get the full navigation map, you select that right side.
And just press it and the whole thing opens up.
Just press it and it opens navigation, and you still have your audio showing at the same time.
Cool.
So you can get album art and more detailed content.
What is the size of that screen?
That's a 10.2 inch.
Wow. And you can go through all your settings, door lock settings, everything you can do. You do it right here.
Correct.
Right on the pad.
Everything's in a single input device. If you ever want to start, you always hit the home button, go straight to your home screen, just like your phone.
And things in the dash layout here, that's separate.
Correct. So on the heads-up display, there is new content now available. So heads-up displays are great. They keep your eyes on the road. One of the things we're bringing, though, that's new, is now you can access your recent calls, your favorite radio stations, and even find a nearest gas station all through the heads-up display menu.
And how do you access that menu? Is it through the steering wheel still?
Yeah, you can hit the apps button on the steering wheel there.
Button. And that'll cycle through.
And you can use the scroll wheel to rotate up and down. For example, you could select phone, and you can toggle right and left in those menus to choose your contents.
Very cool. Yeah, this touchpad is really tricked. It's really neat. Very impressive.
Yeah, thank you. We're really proud of it, and you know, a lot of it was going back to the user research.
Sure, of course.
what is it about a touchscreen that's good? What is it about other remote input devices that are good? And how, you know, is there
After
something we can find the
3/4
best
of a
of both?
mile, keep
Yeah.
right to take the exit.
Very nice.
Take the exit.
Ross, thank you so much
Yeah,
for
it's
this.
great
I
to talk
really
to you.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.